This is an Airbnb that's just half a mile away from the stadium. The property manager told me that it was listed at $1,200 a night, but they've had to reduce that down to $312 a night.
The entire family can have breakfast.
Andrew Jean-Baptiste is a short-term rental host for 17 properties in the Atlanta metro.
This was my opportunity to double my normal revenue, so that's what I did.
He says he's excited about the World Cup coming in just a couple weeks.
I have been fully booked for several months now.
Airbnb sent me a statement that reads in part, more guests are now booked to stay in host city homes during the tournament than at any event before. However, Sarah Joy, who's a property manager for 20 Airbnbs around the city, says that hasn't been her company's reality.
It was supposed to be record bookings, but we're not really seeing the demand.
She told me right now only 10 of her properties are booked.
You really have to drop your pricing to really pick that demand up.
And I'm trying to figure out what possessed a lot of people to actually do this. And we'll talk more about it. Leave a comment, like, subscribe. Let me show you this.
Get as many Airbnbs as you can before the World Cup comes to America. The World Cup starts June 11th, especially if you're in a city where there's World Cup games. I don't care if you have to go sleep on a friend's couch or whatever you have to do. Do not miss out. There's so much money that's going to be made. You need to be a part of it, especially if you've been thinking about it, if you've been sitting on the sidelines. This is not the time to just be chilling. Let this opportunity pass by. Again, if you're in a city where there's World Cup games, you need to get as many Airbnbs as you can. I'm getting 4 pictured right now. I have additional 3 that is going to get pictured. And then also I'm in negotiations with an additional 4. I'm trying to do as much as I can, get credit, whatever it might be. You need to get involved.
I'm expecting it to be a packed out event. I've already gotten inquiries about people coming.
Toshima Harris is an Airbnb host in Atlanta.
This room right here also can fit up to 4 people in. If someone's renting the entire space, I do it at $250 to $300 a night, depending on what's going on.
But when the World Cup comes to Atlanta in June, she plans to raise her rates.
We could be going anywhere from $400 to $500.
Airbnb guests are projected to bring a $70 million economic boost to the city of Atlanta.
Atlanta's a great market for short-term rentals. So
Harris says she bought this house near Atlanta's airport for short-term stays.
You're going to have a lot of people coming in and out. So we stay booked.
Hold on. So you guys are buying and renting these places strategically just for the World Cup? Because that's what he was saying. He's getting 4 other places just for the World Cup. As someone who owned an Airbnb, and I still partially own it right now, damn. I don't see that as an intelligent move, but, you know, I may not know anything. Y'all may be smarter than me. You know, y'all got all of that stuff figured out.
Hey, y'all, come with me today to move into one of my Airbnbs. So here's the cashier check. Here's me getting to the leasing office. Y'all, they have me some champagne waiting. They know the leasing agent at this unit is very helpful. She know I do Airbnb, so she
got you drinking while you signing a lease, girl. Oh, damn. Where is that place? Let me know.
been making this process super simple and easy for me. With all my costs should come around $1,600 a month for this unit. And I'm about to make $8,500 in that 1 month with the World Cup coming to Atlanta and Airbnb. What y'all doing? What y'all waiting on? Period. Let's get this money.
World Cup sales are.
I want you to think about that. She said her monthly is $1,600. Her average cost she's anticipating to make $8,500. That's only 1 month. Let's say we have spillover and we do 2 months. What the hell you're going to do for the other 11 to 10 months out of the year? Are they just giving you a half a year lease? Are they just, if they're leasing it to you for a month or two, why can't they do it themselves? All of these things don't make sense. This is why I say the hustle culture that we have in Atlanta, and not just Atlanta, is also in the urban. Is anywhere you go that's urban is like that. That hustle culture, you don't think shit through. And I'm not beating you up because I didn't think shit through on stuff too when I was in that hustle culture. What you gonna do with the unit for the other 11 to 10 months? I'm just curious.
Falling dramatically short of expectations.
Yeah, really disappointed here. So 11 Alive Chase House spoke with hotel managers in Midtown who were preparing for packed rooms, but are now having to adjust those plans.
A source at one hotel tells me they projected $600,000 in revenue for the month of June. And get this, according to my source, they only have $13,000 on the books right now. But it's not just massive hotel chains affected. Some Airbnb hosts are feeling it too.
It's 1 month away from the matches being played, and my place isn't booked at all.
That's Omo Akintoy. He took to TikTok to talk about his Airbnb still not being booked ahead of the World Cup.
All right, so this one's for the people who have Airbnbs or own hotels that are near any of the stadiums that FIFA is playing any of the matches. So I have an Airbnb that's only 5 minutes away from Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta, Georgia. The house is huge. Everything is customized in there. I know because I designed it and built it myself. So generally, my place is always booked. Since FIFA was coming, we went ahead and increased the prices a little bit. It's 1 month away from the matches being played, and my place isn't booked at all for any of the FIFA games, which is insane. I also did research before I even increased the prices, and the FIFA customer that travels to another country to go watch their country play, they don't care how much things are. They usually just pay the money. It's so bad out here. I don't know, you have to tell me if y'all book or not, because I'm not booked. And if I'm a traveler and I'm coming from, another country, by this time, I should know where I'm staying, because that's pretty reckless, right? For the majority of people, they're not doing that. So please let me know in the comments. Are y'all booked yet, or what's going on?
The loss that I'm taking right.
Ooh, I think he did great research when it came to finding out that they actually pay when they go to other countries. And he owns his own place. So that's great. I think that's smart. That's smart. I mean, it's not like he's doing it specifically for the World Cup. Now, I may be wrong. He could have actually did all of this in preparation a year or two ago for the World Cup. At the end of the day, I'm just being transparent with you. I don't think we're going to have what people think we're going to have. It's a lot of things that's going on right now that makes it kind of more challenging. Nobody sat back to think about the cost of plane tickets. Nobody thought about it. Think about it. The oil prices are crazy and they're insane right now. So you think that higher gas prices won't affect travel to the World Cup in the United States of America? I mean, we definitely got people in the States that support soccer, but I think the cost of traveling over here for the Cup is crazy expensive. Now, we may be dealing with people that are just like Americans when it comes to football, okay? They don't give a fuck. They will turn around and buy that joint. They don't care. I've seen it, okay? And it may be. I may be completely wrong with this. If you feel different, leave a comment. Let me know. I'm curious to hear what you got to say.
Now is probably an upward in at least $5,000, $6,000. And that's just for June, and not to mention July at all.
Akintoy joined me on Zoom from D.C. He says originally he priced his 4-bedroom home that sleeps 12 for $1,100 a night. But now he's marked it down, hoping to attract tourists.
If there's an actual game, we left it around 900. There's not an actual game going on in a day. We brought it down to around 800, somewhere around there.
And it's not just Airbnb hosts having to cut their rates. So are some hotels.
It was a little over $800 after taxes and fees. It was virtually $1,000.
$1,050 to be exact. That's how much Danya Elliott says she paid for a one-night stay at the Tess in Buckhead during the World Cup. Keep in mind, this reservation was made in February.
So when I heard that hotels were not getting rooms booked and people were canceling, I went back online again. Same hotel room, same hotel, but it was $300 and something.
That's close to a $700 difference just 3 months later.
I was like, what the heck? They're ripping me off. That is a ripoff. To come down from $1,000 to $383, that is absurd, all because of one main event.
That hotel that I initially referred to tells me that their rates are cheaper for the World Cup in June than they were for the Super Bowl in 2019. In the newsroom, Chase Howell, 11.
So apparently hotel and Airbnb owners aren't really seeing the bookings and the money that they were promised or expected with the World Cup coming to Atlanta in a couple weeks. One Midtown hotel actually told our reporter that they were projecting $600,000 in bookings in June, but they've only booked $13,000. Airbnb owners are saying the same, that they really expected to be booked solid, but a lot of them have been dropping their prices because they're not really getting bookings. If you own a business or rental or Airbnb in the Atlanta area, I'd love to hear from you and if that's been your experience too.
So I'm in Metro Atlanta, and they have the World Cup coming, right? June the 15th through July the 15th. And the hotels are playing in our faces. And I love when they F around and find out, because people are not coming. If you booked a hotel room, cancel it and rebook it again. Look at this price. I live in Metro Atlanta, but I have a special event coming up in June during the dates of the World Cup. So I want to get a hotel room closer to the venue. This is a Marriott boutique hotel, $1,000, you guys. Okay, one night, $1,000.
Damn.
I booked that February.
Y'all doing a G a night? Oh my gosh. They was doing a G a night.
This I booked, I think 2 days ago, May the 14th, May the 13th.
So that's $383.78. $383.78. That's better. That's at least close. At least close.
Like that. Look at that price. Look at that. $383. So $400. All because they were not getting the reservations they thought they would get. People are not coming to the United States for the World Cup because why would they? So if you are coming to Metro Atlanta during June the 15th through July the 16th or 15th, make sure that you go in to see if you can get another reservation for a lot less money. It's ridiculous how high these hotel rooms are, but I have to let you know, if you don't know already, Atlanta every day in the summer months always have some event popping off. And so you really try to get the best deal you can possibly find. But this was just really ridiculous. But anyway, I hope this helps you. Bye, y'all. Bye.
Ooh. But yeah, that's it right there. Hey, man, like, subscribe, follow for more content. I'm curious to see how this is going to really affect the Airbnb market. I'm mad curious to see if people are really... I saw a couple people on TikTok, but that's TikTok. You guys got to tell me, if you got an Airbnb for the World Cup, not to stay in, but to actually lease out, or if it's not an Airbnb, if you're going to be leasing out your house or a freaking lot for people to park their car in, or for them to put tents up, let me know what you're leasing out and where you leasing it out at. Let me know. I'm just really curious. I'm mad curious.